This is the WWE Elite Series 124 Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. We finally have Motor City machine guns in WWE Elite action figure form here, and I think that it was worth the wait because these figures do look pretty outstanding. We have a lot of new things going on with these figures. Very excited to get into these. As soon as we saw these, man, I was looking at these as some of the top WWE Elites of the year. Now, will that remain by the end of the year? We'll have to see, but both of these figures look really, really good. As you can see, it says first time in the line down here, but finally getting Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley in the Mattel figure form is crazy. I am just very excited for this. Let's get into Sabin first, who I think could be the best figure out of the set or out of the series and out of the two, but you know, we won't know until we cross that bridge, but looking pretty good. Looking like damn Dr. Doom over here. I'm so excited for Avengers, man. Holy shish. Anyways, on the side you get a shot of Sabin, and on the back you get a shot of Sabin as well. Got the rest of the figures in the wave down there, and then there is another picture of him there. And then over here on this side, Alex is looking pretty good as well. Somebody said that his head sculpt looked like a custom wrestler's head sculpt that would exist in an old WWE action figure fed from back in the day, and I can't unsee it now. But this figure also looks very good. I'm excited for both of these figures, man. What we're going to do is crack both of them out of the packaging, find out what they're about, and see if the wait for Motor City machine guns was indeed worth it, man. But if you like these figures, you want to pick these up right now, go over to Ringside Collectibles, use code MDTOYS to save yourselves 10%. But with it being said, man, let's crack both these guys out of the packaging, find out what they're about, and see how Motor City machine guns fit into our collections. So here we have the Motor City machine guns, man, and I am liking a lot of what I'm seeing. We have a lot of fun things going on with these two Elites that I'm excited about. There are some things to love about these guys. I don't think they're perfect by any stretch, which we'll get into, and we will digest it as we go throughout the figure review. But we're going to get into their accessories first, and then we will get into the figures themselves. So let's buckle up and get into these Motor City machine guns from WWE Elite Series 124. So we're getting into the accessories, and I went ahead and paired them together because they virtually come with the exact same accessories except for a few exceptions. And by few, I mean a couple. I mean one. I mean two if you're counting both, but it's just one. So for Sabin, we get this incredible cloth goods jacket that does have kind of that picnic table sort of feel, but it does have the faux leather on it, so that is good. It reminds me a lot of the Toy Biz Punisher jacket a little bit. I don't think it's going to crack like that one because that one had paint on it. I don't think this one is painted except for the graphic on the back, and that looks pretty good. Very clean deco on there, which I like. You got the red, yellow, nice star going on there. But the graphic on the back does look very good and clean. Star is dead center as well. He also has this hood here with the spikes on it. It reminds me of like a dinosaur kid's hoodie or onesie or something like that, but I like the silver teeth or whatever this is supposed to be. The horns on the back look very, very good. I like that reflective material they're using, and this jacket fits Sabin very well, so I love to see that. It does have black on the inside, which kind of has me worried. I don't know if it would stain over time, but that jacket does look very nice. You love to see cloth goods. And then for Shelley, we do get the blue vest here with the faux fur in it. It does have the fur in the back here. It's got the stripes. You got the yellow with the gears going down. Very nice details going on this. And again, it does fit the figure well and everything. I think this is supposed to be denim, and I think the blue color they use does work well for denim and, you know, kind of that jean color, so I like that. Kind of have the messiness going on and everything. They did a good job here. I like this. Not bad whatsoever. Got the buttons and everything. You know, I'm not big on rubber, but as long as it doesn't impede articulation, you can do whatever you want. So we get the vest for Shelley and the jacket for Sabin. And outside of that, they do come with a pair of dog tags, so each of them does come with the dog tags. Now, I think they both only wear one dog tag, but this is a very, very old mold to the WWE Mattel line. This is the John Cena dog tag mold from way back in the day, man. I think Elite Series 3 or 7 was when this was first introduced, so we have seen these so many times over the years with all kinds of different figures, but they did reintroduce them here, which is fine. You know, it's a nice added little detail they could include. And then for Sabin, you do get the mic holding hands, but on the right side, you have the hand tape with the white peg. And then for his interchangeable hands, he does get the shooter hands like we know from Cactus Jack, but the right side does have the hand tape as well with the white peg. And then you go over to Shelley, and he just has the regular mic holding hands, no hand tape. And he has a couple shooter hands as well, but they don't have any hand tape either. So they pretty much come with the exact same accessories. So we're getting into Sabin first out of the two Motor City machine guns, and I really dig this head sculpt, man. I think they did a phenomenal job here. The likeness is great. The sculpt is great. The haircut, I think that the true effects is really, really nice as well. And I love that he's not smiling. He's not even genuine. Like, he's kind of like pissed off, but it's kind of a neutral face, which I can get behind. I think that this works in a lot of ways. I like the 5 o'clock shadow going on there. Not all the way up to the sideburns, but you can see what I'm talking about right there around the goatee area. I think it actually is supposed to go up to the sideburns, but not the biggest deal there. They also gave him the Daniel Bryan torso, which I think he is probably one of the few that can pull this torso off. I think that looks good. They probably could have gave them both the same torso torso. Like, if they gave him the Ricochet torso, it really wouldn't have bothered me that much either. He's got the same standard shoulders and arms. You get a little bit of black right there. I wonder if that's going to be from the jacket staining. I'm afraid that may be the case. I may need to wash that thing, but he has two different size elbow pads. On the right, he has the smaller elbow pad, and then on the left, he has the slightly larger one. And I don't hate these. I just wish that they fit better, and they may actually be upside down. I've never been big on, like, which ways those go, but then down here, you have the wristbands. Does he do this little, got the white on this side, and then on this side, I've also noticed the hands are a little loose when you interchange them for some reason, but over here, it's like black skin tone black, yellow skin tone black. I don't know if that skin tone color is actually supposed to be skin tone, or if that is just, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but it looks odd. I don't know if this is a separate piece, and then this is different wrist tape, and then there's a gap, and then he put forearm tape on. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that off the top of my head. Regardless, he does have the Buddy Murphy style crotch there with the, you got the tie in the middle with the belt loop and everything here with the holes. I think those look really, really good with the silver detail painted in there. And then we have these really impressive shorts, man, and these shorts are crazy. So you have this yellow paneling, you get the gears, and then these shorts are this very soft rubber material, very soft and pliable, and you can actually look underneath here and look at this. Like, it is very soft. It is not going to, it's not very hard or anything like that. Very crazy. The wrinkles sculpted in here over the top of these sculpted knee pads, which is a genius way to do it. That's fantastic. And then what they didn't do is do something dumb and then give him Johnny Gargano syndrome. They actually gave him a full-length kick pad, and this kick pad mold is brand new, and it looks incredible. Reminds me a lot of Neville or Pac, which would have been nice to get back in the day. Maybe we can make some customs if I find these guys at retail or something. We'll see about that. But these yellow and black kick pads and shorts look insane, man. Wow. They just look absolutely incredible. Really blown away by what we have here, man. These kick pads look insane. You got the knee pads in there. Just a lot to like about this Chris Sabin figure. So as far as the articulation, he can actually look down quite a bit. He can't really look up. You don't really get any pivoting. Daniel Bryan torso is going to give you a decent ab crunch. Shoulders will go right at 90. You get full rotation, bicep cut. You are getting a double jointed pinless arm, but because of the elbow pads, they are going to hinder a little bit there. You could take those off though, but that's nothing there. You get hinge and swivel in the wrist. Again, they're a little loose though. You get a tight waist swivel. He is on ball joints, but he can kick forward very, very well on both sides. That is not impeded by anything, and you get that free flow form right there. Look at that free form flow. Look at it. You get upper thigh cut, very smooth double jointed knee, and you can see here this short kind of bunches up when you pose this, and it does not impede anything. It's not stiff, and it'll wrinkle a little bit, man. That's very clever design. You get the kick pad rotation, feet go up and down, and you do have the very good ankle pivot. So, the guy poses like a damn magician. This is very excellent. I love this Chris Sabin. And now, we're going to jump into Alex Shelley on the other side. So for Alex Shelley, very unique head sculpt right here, man. Looks pretty good. He's got kind of the where are you emo style haircut here, which I think looks good. Flaps over so it doesn't completely stay. I think all of this looks very good. Does this also flap right here? Okay, this also flaps. So that's pretty good as well. Pretty nice right there. Beard looks good. Likeness is solid. I think I like the Sabin head sculpt better, but he does have the cut right there. Maybe the hair needs to be a little bit shorter like the sculpt, but I don't know, man. That looks pretty damn good there. He also has the Ricochet torso, which looks very good. He's very ripped up there. Standard shoulders and arms, you get the bicep band there with the elbow pad and wrist tape, and on this side it's just white wrist tape. That's what I'm talking about, man. The hands are falling out for some reason, but he's got a standard crotch right there, which makes me kind of excited. Like, you might be able to turn this guy into Finn Balor using this Ricochet torso. It's something I've always wanted to try, but you could acetone off the designs here and then replace the legs. You'd have something there, but these legs look really, really good. Again, I'm very shocked at how well this yellow has covered this black. They did a good job. It's not chipping off or anything. Very clean deco. Got the skull and crossbones. Gears going on around and then into the knee pads as well. You got the yellow and silver, dude. Just such good and clean, man. These are black, solid kick pads as well. Same mold as Sabin, so that's very cool as well. Damn, very impressive. So as far as articulation, he can look up a little bit. He can't look down that much. Kind of the opposite of Sabin, I guess you could say. You get a little bit of pivoting here, which is nice. Ab crunch is very, very tight, and it's very, I don't know, like, okay, so you can take it. All right, here you go. So you get one, and then you can actually go two right there. So still not great, but you can hear that clicking right there. Kind of scares me, but not the biggest deal ever. Tight waist, shoulders and arms are the exact same as Sabin, so, I mean, a lot of people on the roster, man, Jey Uso, CM Punk, both of these guys, everybody rarely uses this. Unless you're some large human being, man, they give you the same shoulders and arms, which is kind of annoying. I really wish we could get some different arm molds, but for these guys, it makes sense they'd have the same arm mold. You're not dealing with a proportions issue or anything like that, but in the legs, he is on ball joints. He can kick forward over there and over here, which is good. The only problem with this guy is he does have thigh cut, but his double jointed knee knee is pretty stiff. I think it's because he's pinless, obviously, so you are going to run into that, unfortunately. You know, being pinless, it's just the way it is. Sometimes you get a really good knee bend. Sometimes it is very, very stiff, but he does have kickpad rotation. Feet go up and down, and he does have ankle pivots, so you are still getting a good articulated figure. It just doesn't feel as good in hand or pose as well as Sabin, but let's bring Sabin back in, and this is what both figures look like up next to each other, and they look pretty good, man. I mean, they pretty much are the same height for the most part. I don't know if that's true in real life. Maybe Shelley is just barely taller, but as far as figure comparisons, let's bring in some different people. So for our first comparison, we do have the new Motor City Machine Guns Elites up next to DIY. So we have the Elite 114 Ciampa and the Elite 105 Gargano. I don't know why we never got a Gargano to match this Ciampa specifically. I know a lot of people have been wanting that. I don't know what that is, or I don't know. I don't know why they haven't given us an updated Gargano, but maybe they could put that in the, I don't know when he wore this gear, but maybe they could fit that into a pay-per-view wave or something. But we haven't seen a Gargano Elite since 105, so they could, I guess, plug him soon. But I don't know, it's weird. It's just weird that they didn't match these guys. I mean, it's close enough. Ciampa's just missing some red. If you replaced all the red right here with blue, they'd pretty much be identical. But this is a fun comparison. And then for another comparison, here's A-Town Down Under. You have Austin Theory, and then we do have the Elite 117 Grayson Waller. That Austin Theory figure doesn't look bad aesthetically, but damn, his legs are stiff as hell, son. But one thing I also want to do is I want to bring in the Tag Team Championship straps, and we can put these. These are the ones from Dan Turnquist. So I need to grab the Elite ones, the Mattel ones. So that looks pretty good as well. There you go. You get the custom tag title belts on these guys, and then I'll look for the Mattel ones. Hold up. If I can find the Mattel ones, I'll put the Mattel ones on here so we can see what that looks like. Well, I couldn't find them. My apologies, but at least we have the custom ones. I mean, they look virtually the same. The ones from Mattel are just a lot more shiny and gold, and if I find those for photography, I will plug those in. But I think that all but wraps up this WWE Elite Series 124 Motor City Machine Guns review of Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. At the end of the day, man, I think we have a lot of really fun things going on with these figures. I think they did a really outstanding job executing these. I love the new molds on both of these guys specifically. Let's just start off with Alex Shelley. I think he may be the weaker of the two just because I don't think his head sculpt is as strong. I think it's solid, but I don't think it's as strong as Sabin's. I do like that they used the Ricochet torso. I like that torso. Probably could have got away with the Daniel Bryan torso if they wanted to, but I like the difference there. Really dig the new kickpad mold on him as well, and they both are using this new kickpad mold. I'm excited to see where else they plug that in. You know, it reminds me a lot of the Neville or the Pac kickpads from back in the day. Maybe need to tool up a new Pac figure, which would be sick. It'd have been really nice to have, but I love how skinny they are and how more accurate they are to kickpads, and I'm interested to see where they end up plugging those in the future. But I think the overall execution of both is really damn strong, which takes me into Chris Sabin, which I think is a pretty much perfect head sculpt. I like that both of them have neutral head sculpts as well. I can understand using the Daniel Bryan torso. That doesn't really bother me in this instance. I think he's one of those characters that can pull that off. The new shorts on the character is crazy, man. Very similar to the CM Punk shorts that we saw in his defining moments, but they are different. They are not the same, which is crazy. So you can actually, it has articulation. It's very soft and pliable, so you can pose the figure. Those sculpted knee pads underneath are crazy executed. He also has the, you know, Buddy Murphy crotch with the ties in it, which is another sweet detail. This figure is just loaded up with details, man. That's why I think that Sabin is the better of the two, but I really like both. I like how uniform they look with the gold and the black. A lot of people are saying orange. I think it's more of a goldish color, like yellowish gold. The gears look good. I could see paint chipping possibly being an issue if you pose these guys around a lot because you have that black underneath, and yellow isn't the greatest color for covering that. Not that there's any really seeing through, which is pretty crazy, but I could see that possibly happening over time, so you may want to monitor that. But the posability is fantastic on Sabin. He can actually move around. These figures are sick as hell, man. These are absolutely going on the Elite shelf with Penta so far this year. And not that Punk and Jey Uso weren't great. I just think that you have some innovations here that I am really enjoying, man. But that is pretty much it. I would recommend these. These are going to fit perfectly in with your main roster. Long time coming. I know they got TNA figures back in the day, but in the modern day, these are incredible. Really, really great job, man. So I like these figures. I think you will too, man. If you guys enjoy these, go over to Ringside Collectibles, use code MDTOYS to save yourselves 10%. These are the kind of figures, especially this Chris Sabin, that really just gets me excited about collecting and making videos for you guys. I just love the way they executed this figure. It's just excellent. Damn. Regardless of the fact, man, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for me. I appreciate you guys so very much for watching. I would love to know what you guys think of these figures down below, but I'm getting out, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a blessed one, and I'll catch you guys later.